To a
Hey,
clip.
it's Gilbert Gottfried, everybody. Hey, that guy over there.
This is such a surprise.
Is it?
It's like, because it wasn't planned at all for me to come in. This was...
Just right through the door.
It's kind of like...
Hey, what are you doing here?
Just in the area.
It's like that show Playboy After Dark, where Sammy Davis Jr. would walk in and Robert Culp.
Oh, my God. He
They
just
go!
had in the neighborhood.
Oh, what
Gilbert Gottfried is here.
He was swinging by.
Just stopping by.
He was going to Einstein Bagels at Union Station and just swung on by.
Oh, it's Bob Hope. He's shooting a special down the hallway, and he just popped in.
Would you like a chair, sir?
Yeah, oh, sure.
Get a chair.
Oh, there's some headphones in front of you, too, if you want them.
There's some headphones. We're doing the Craigslist Freak of the Week right now, where we go through the Craigslist ads for St. Louis.
Yes.
And we find our favorite ones. And we have Mr. John Patrico over here read the ads for everybody. And people vote on their favorite one. And we have kind of a competition. So we just got through with an ad where a guy is confessing that he loves his sister. Like, really loves his sister.
Oh, okay.
Really.
Well, you know, that's important in a family. Yeah.
Like, really loves his sister. Like, he spied on her, you know.
I really loved my pet dog, you know.
I mean, did you really love your pet
Yeah,
dog?
I really loved my pet dog. And
well, he starts off here. He just wants to get things off his chest. You know, he's in love with his sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not just in love with her because she's family, but truly in love with her. He can't stop staring at her. When she pulls into the driveway after classes, he runs to the window like a puppy.
I think that means on all fours he runs.
Yeah.
He thinks she's wearing skimpy clothes around him because she's putting out the vibe, too. Mm-hmm. But he's not sure. That's why he's
You
on
know,
Craigslist.
when a story's starting to creep me out, it says a lot.
So we're looking for a name for this guy. What do you think?
We've got a couple. Somebody in the chat room has said Joe Dirt, which is good.
And we kind of make up names for these people as well.
Somebody else said Josh Duggar.
Ooh, boy.
Somebody else said Jim Sest, which I thought was pretty good. Brother Love, Brother Smother was another one on there. A lot that we can't say. A lot that will not be FCC cleared
What
to
should
say.
we name this guy?
The Aristocrats.
Okay.
All right, the Aristocrat.
Well, that was a joke about a family, so that's a family situation as well.
Who loved each other very, very much.
All right, these are your three ads. I'm going to go over these, Gilbert, with you. Our first ad was, we call this guy Toy George. This guy is asking for your used kids' toys. So if you got like an older kid and you're trying to get rid of some of the baby stuff, he's going to take them off your hands and defile them.
Okay. And that's looked on as a bad thing?
Well, it is the Midwest, so it's different here.
Well, one of the last lines is, bonus if the stuffies still smell like your kids.
Oh.
It's okay.
That's nominee number one,
Well,
Toy
that
George.
adds value to it. As
In any marketplace, that adds value, doesn't it?
As a collector myself, if it smells like Little Timmy,
Bonus. He says, drop off, pick up, whatever's easiest for you.
That's right. I'll come get it.
All right, so that's Toy George. Nominee number two is somebody we call Goldie Hawn. This woman is looking for...
You can only imagine.
This woman is looking for a guy to give her a shower of the 14-karat variety.
what she means is a very expensive shower.
Right.
Yes,
That's all she's talking about.
Exactly.
Why do you have to read into it?
Right, exactly. She says she'd like to set this up sooner than later.
Well, yeah, a thing like that is a hurry.
And then you have our last one was the Aristocrat, who Gilbert named. We know about that one.
I think we all know who he's
So out
voting
of
for.
those three, who do you think is the freakiest?
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Who should be put to death?
Okay, one guy wants to have sex with his sister. The other one wants used children's toys.
Right.
And the other one wants to get peed on.
Right.
Did you give a number, this woman that wants to get peed on?
You could always email her.
Yeah. Yeah. Does she have...
Is there a callback number?
Just asking.
Who is the worst to you? The freakiest?
I guess the potentially most dangerous is the one with the kids' toys.
Okay, so Gilbert's got to vote for that. By the way, you could vote at our Twitter page at RIZZ Show, and vote. And at the end of the show, we'll have the winner for you. We do this tournament style where we have all these ads go head to head at the end of the year. It's for the Jerry Sandusky Memorial Plaque. Which is actually a physical thing. We've done this for years.
It is a plaque.
Now, wasn't there a plaque taken down for the other guy, too?
Paterno?
They took down a statue, yeah.
And by the way, it is the memorial plaque. I know he's not dead, but he should be. That's why I call it that.
Well, I mean, you got to tell one of the previous winners, I think the winner 2 years ago, was a man who had a son who was mentally handicapped, and he wanted to find a man with a daughter who was mentally handicapped, and then you swap so they can experience what sex is.
Okay.
Way to bring the room down, Patrico.
That's the winner. That's what type of competition this is.
That's a stiff competition.
Yep.
Jeff, what do you think?
I'm getting stiff just thinking about it. Yeah.
Toy George takes it
Toy
from me.
George?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
John?
The aristocrat.
Are you going with the aristocrat,
I'm going
huh?
with the
The guy who's in love with his
That's a
sister.
guy.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, he hasn't done anything freaky yet, but he says, is it really all that wrong? And even asked the question, should he use protection?
Yeah, is that okay?
I mean,
See,
roll
like
the
the
dice.
woman who wants to get peed on, it seems like it's kind of disgusting, but
yeah.
who cares?
I'm 100% going with Toy George. That
All right.
that is
I
over
think-
the line.
I think what he says, a bonus if the stuffy still smell like a kid.
That's what sold me.
That's a bonus for him. You know?
It also ups the price too when you're collecting those things. If it
There's no
smells like a
payment.
No.
There's no. Does he say
I'll come
payment?
get him. No.
kid. No.
Well, that makes me like him more that he does it for free.
Doesn't want that money.
He says that you clean out the crawl space, I get playtime, we all win. Okay. Okay. All right, so vote at our Twitter page at RIZZ Show. So that's Gilbert Gottfried. He's here, and he's at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. So you got a show tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, and 2 shows on Saturday, I believe. Am I correct?
I think so. I never know clubs I'm working at, what city. I know I'm in St. Louis just because of the Arch.
That's it.
Yeah. Other than that, I could.
Have you had anything stolen yet? Nothing yet. Okay.
Not so far, but it's early.
How long have you been doing this stand-up thing?
Oh God, too long.
Too long.
Yeah,
Is there any plan on stopping?
Not that I know of, but oh God, I hate to think about the amount of years.
30, almost 40 years.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, first time I got up on a stage, I was 15.
Wow.
Oh,
When was the
that's-
last time you had a steady job?
Oh. Well, back then when I was still going up on stage when I was a teenager, I was having these steady jobs, like just bad jobs here and there, like messenger work and stuff. Awful stuff.
But and you still kind of dig doing this? You still like going city to city?
I like afterwards when I get paid and I'm going. I always have this fantasy that right before I go on stage that the manager's going to come out and say, oh, there was a fire or a flood at the club. Here's your check. And we've got you the next
And you
flood."
don't even have to do
God,
anything.
you said that so
is
many
him.
times.
That is him right there.
He says, as long as the check clears, oh, damn, there's a
Yeah.
fire?
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking for somebody to call on a bomb threat.
Oh, yes.
Because I don't want to destroy the business. Just a bomb threat. This way, everybody. The structure is still standing.
Scares them enough.
Well, we're going to pay you. We're going to have to send everybody home, but I get paid for doing nothing.
Yes.
How do I work that out?
Oh God, that's the way. If I could make a wish, that would be it.
To get paid for doing nothing.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's a Kardashian.
Oh yes.
She is living our dream.
Yes.
We just have to marry a rap star and get breast implants, and we're good. And a little Botox, and we're fine. There was a picture when Gene Wilder died, 2 weeks ago now? And there was a picture going around. It was you, it was Gene Wilder, it was a Gilbert sandwich. It was you and Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
And I was trying to figure out where that was. Were you in a movie with both of them?
I was in a movie with both of them. I didn't make it to the final cut, but nobody saw the movie.
Because I looked up, I was like, what movie were you in with those guys?
I worked for 2 weeks on the last of the Wilder Pryor films, which was Another You, which I'm sure you have in your library.
Sure, I have it on Laserdisc.
And it was originally being directed by Peter Bogdanovich. He got fired after 2 weeks that I was there. And then they said, we found a new director and we're going to scrap old previously shot footage and reshoot it. And they did. And the movie came out. No one saw it. It was awful. I've seen it on TV. It's like... I heard there was a theater in L.A. that was showing it once a day because nobody was going.
Really?
Yeah. So it wasn't worth showing it over and over.
But do you have any stories of working with those guys? Or was it such like I was there for a couple weeks and that was it?
Yeah, I mean, Wilder seemed like sort of to himself. He seemed very reserved. Maybe he knew he was in a bomb. And Pryor, surprisingly, was nice to me. Pryor was coming over to me saying he was a fan of mine.
No kidding.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, and that was great. Yeah, he would come, he knew everything I did, and yeah.
And what year was that? That was...
Oh, God, late 80s, maybe?
All right, so you'd already done the SNL stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because people forget that he was on SNL.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, one of the worst seasons ever.
Yeah, and you were on, was it 1980? This was after they douched out the original cast?
Oh, yeah. And so back then, that was like I always say, it was like if in the middle of Beatlemania, you said, we're getting John, Paul, George, and Ringo are leaving, and we've got these 4 other schmucks, so you listen to them.
So these are the new Beatles. There we go.
Yes. And it's like, back then it was an outrage that you continue Saturday Night Live without the... Now it's like, does anyone know from week to week who the cast of Saturday Night Live is?
No, they come and go. It's like a revolving door.
Oh, yeah. But back then, it was like, oh, my God.
So this was like Belushi gone. This is Aykroyd gone.
Yeah,
this is Bill
Lorne
Murray gone.
Michaels.
Oh, Lorne Michaels.
Yeah,
so who hired you?
Yeah, so it was this woman, Jean Demanian. She hired the new cast. And yeah, that was they were already attacking the show and writing articles about it and talking on TV before it ever aired. Because how dare they?
Were you just excited to have that? Maybe that was your last steady job.
Yeah.
Because that was every week you had to go in and you had to do something.
And that one I got fired from, which continued as,
Why'd you get fired?
as a thread in my career.
Why'd you get fired from that?
No, well, everything was going wrong there. And it's like, so they fired the producer, and then they fired like a bunch of cast members.
And then you were just part of the group that was like...
Oh, yeah. And my favorite part about being fired there was like, they replaced the producer with Dick Ebersol, and he made an announcement, come back in a week, there'll be some minor changes I'll be making. So we all waited one by one to go into the office. While I'm waiting, there was a little desk that they used to drop fan letters on. So I saw one fan letter from a girl in like Ohio or something, and I open it up, it's addressed to me, And she goes, "Dear Gilbert, I'm so sorry about what happened to you." So she already knew.
She already knew you were fired
I was
before you
fired
even knew.
before I did.
And how did they break that news to you? Because you probably think, I mean, you're a younger guy. You think, man, I got it made. I'm on network TV. Or do you know this was a loser?
I don't know. I remember when I was there, I just remember constant attacks in the press and all. So I never got that excited about Saturday Night Live, but I followed it with a much bigger success, and that was Thick of the Night.
Oh, man.
Do you know that, Jeff?
Oh, absolutely.
Thick of the Night? I don't even know
Yeah,
that.
that was Alan Thicke's talk show at night,
Yes,
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was advertised as the show that was going to knock Johnny Carson off the air. And if you notice, Johnny Carson's not on the air anymore.
So it took a while, but
Yeah, he didn't say me right away. But
there was no timetable.
Yeah.
Really taking its time to do that.
And I still remember the theme song. He wrote he was
A jingle guy.
Yeah, and he wrote the Facts of Life theme and a lot. And so he wrote the theme song to Thick of the Night, and he sang it.
What a dumb name. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know that's his last name.
yeah,
but
it's-
man.
And so it was, "Mama, don't leave the light on. I'm on the road tonight. Everyone needs a dream to hold on. I'm gonna make it on my own. Running in the thick of the night. Under the city lights. Running in the thick of the
And a lot
night."
of, I'm sure a lot of synthesizer behind
Yeah.
it, too. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And a pop collar in the video, too.
Thick of the Night sounds like a softcore porn you'd see on Cinemax.
Well, the only funny thing with Thick of the Night was a commercial, and it was totally unintentional. One of their sponsors was for a sanitary napkin. And they said, "Once you try our new thin sanitary napkin, you'll never go back to thick."
Oh,
And that was their actual slogan.
that ran during his show.
Yes.
Which is hilarious. So that didn't really last. What did you do with that show? Were you a writer or you a cast member?
No. I was one of the resident cast of Zanies on it. It was me and Richard Belzer.
Oh, wow.
And a few others, yeah.
Well, see, he went on to Nice Things.
Oh, yes.
And then there's Gilbert, right?
He's sitting in St. Louis.
And I'm here.
And the Arch is right down the street. When was the last time Belzer saw the Arch? I'm sure flying over it is
Now,
jet or
I
whatever.
heard a couple. Now, in the arch, you can travel on the inside of the arch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little pod.
You go in this little egg thing.
Yeah, and I heard people have gotten stuck there.
Yeah.
That has happened once or a bunch.
Yeah, see, that to me.
You should go.
Yeah, I'd have to bring a razor blade with me to kill myself.
You should go. You're not a sightseeing kind of guy?
Yeah, surprisingly, no.
Or you want to stay in the hotel kind of guy?
See, to me, I've never been to Paris, but I feel like if I went to Paris and you took me in your car, drove past the Eiffel Tower and whatever the hell else there is in Paris, and said, "Okay, now you can get up back on the plane," I go, "Okay, I've seen Paris."
We had guests come into town from New York a couple weeks ago, and they wanted to see the Arch. I literally kept the car running, and I said, "Get out, take a picture." I kept the car running. I just left.
That's the ideal.
There it
trip
is.
for
Go ahead,
me.
take a picture, get back in the car.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay for I don't want to pay for parking.
I don't even have to. I wouldn't even need you to stop the car. I would take the picture right out the window as we're driving past.
I can just picture Gilbert like a little puppy with his head out the window.
Here's the tour. There's the Arch. That was the Arch. All right.
Man, we have the Arch. We had the Budweiser Brewery. The King of Beers
okay.
right
I'll
here.
take a picture of that.
Take a picture. Of that.
I'll do
The
that
free zoo.
We have a free zoo.
I'll take a picture of the sign that says free on it.
What else could you see? I mean, what else is there to see?
Is Grant's Farm?
Did we already
worth
mention
it?
the zoo? We mentioned the
said
zoo.
the zoo.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Our fine cuisine.
Okay.
We have St. Louis style pizza and
Well, I'm ready to move here.
Hey, we stuff and then deep fry our pasta with toasted raps.
Toasted ravioli. But you are playing at a great comedy club at Helium this week. That's a great place. The area, that's a...
Good luck getting there.
I remember
it's a nice area.
Why this flashed in my mind. I was working a club somewhere, I forget where, and I wound up, as so often comics do, at a strip club. And I remember when I was leaving the strip club and you had to get like a cab or something out of there, the guy stopped me and said, okay, wait here. I'll call a cab. Don't go outside. And I said, why? And he said, because there's a lot of drive-by shootings in there.
That could have been here.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Very possibly
is definitely
was
here.
here.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably here.
Tell him about Attell. Tell him about Dave Attell.
Oh,
when
you know
he came
Dave
out.
Attell?
Oh, yeah.
He came here, played at Helium. Somebody took him down to the east side, which is where our fabulous strip clubs are. While he was inside, car got stolen. All his stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Thank God. He went out to smoke a cigarette, saw the car driving away. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't think he cared either.
No, he was like, yeah, what are they going to do with my clothes?
What, are they going to get a couple sweatshirts?
Yeah.
And a couple cartons of American Spirits? Good.
It's only got a quarter
fun
tank
with
of
that.
gas. The joke's on them.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got more Gilbert Gottfried after the break. All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. Mr. Gilbert Gottfried is here. Hello, sir.
Thank you. Control the crowd.
So you're talking about, after you were on SNL,
Yes.
you were on Alan Thicke's show called The Thick of the Night.
Yes.
And we found the theme song.
We sure did.
This is 80s, baby. Nothing but 80s. It's disgusting.
Yeah. See, this is the montage scene in an 80s movie.
That's right. Probably a movie you were in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure he's, as he's in the recording studio cutting this, bobbing his head, man.
Yeah,
we got
the
ourselves a hit.
helmet hair, the 80s suit.
He's getting
He
it
is
right now. I
totally
mean, he's
getting
feeling it.
Did he have any other hits? Not saying this is a hit, but this is the
any other
theme to
hits?
his song. I'm sorry, this is the theme to his show.
I did wife swap with him, and I kept imitating him like that. And she was getting angry, his wife, saying that doesn't sound anything like him. And then she heard a song of his on the internet and went, oh my God, it sounds exactly like him.
I don't know how big of a hit it was, but I have from the 1988 Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, him performing Sweaty and Hot.
Oh my God. See, this was his bid to cash in on, like, Olivia Newton-John had Let's Get Physical. Diana Ross had I Love Muscles. And so here he was there. And the video you have to see. He's there in an 80s suit, and he's dancing, and there are, like, these boys around him in spandex.
It's very homoerotic.
Can you talk a little slower?
Oh. It's so no, gay guys can't watch this video.
Play it, let me hear it.
Don't you let him ready or not. I'm coming, baby, I'm gone.
We got to save the rec center, guys. Oh, yeah, that is Alan Thicke.
He looks very Donny Osmond. He looks Donny Osmond meets his son.
Well, yeah, his son's a big time musician.
Yeah, Robin.
Robin Thicke, Alan Thicke. The apple don't fall far from the tree, huh? Not from that big, thick tree.
Big old thick trunk on that
Oh, boy.
We were talking about the radio stations that are in this building here. We have the classic rock station, we got the top 40 station next door, and we have the political talk station. And I forgot you were on The Apprentice.
Oh, that's right.
I think you just reminded him too.
Yeah.
So you worked with Donald Trump.
What I like about What I like about Apprentice is all these celebrities go on there and they actually do get into it and believe they're going to be running Trump Enterprises
Right.
if they sell enough cookies in the challenge.
What season were you on? Who were you with?
Okay, I was there, Lorenzo Lamas, Iron Ziering, Geraldo Rivera, that guy from the Sailor, the Fisherman show. I don't know.
The Deadliest Catch?
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
And how did you do?
Oh, and Tara Lowen.
Who? Tara Lowen. Do we know her?
Tara?
No, Terrell, he's like, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. He's a basketball
Michael Jordan?
football player. He's some sports guy.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Terrell Owens.
Oh, Terrell
Owens, yes.
Terrell Owens.
That would be football for further
Football.
reference.
Oh,
Yeah.
T.O.
Same thing.
T.O.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's a
T.O. Not
sport.
big, not a big sports fan, huh,
No,
Gilbert?
I'm not thinking he's.
No, I worked with him and I didn't know what he.
You just thought it was a large black man you were working with. That was
Yes,
that it.
yes.
Don't hurt me, sir. Well, how was work? Did you have any really interaction with Trump?
Very little. And the funny thing is with Trump, as far as off stage and everything, I the very little interaction I had with him, he was perfectly nice.
And could you imagine this man in a couple of years running for president and being this close?
I was one of those people who thought, every election there's like a group of celebrities who are running for president. Like Roseanne Barr was running. I think Gary Coleman was running for president.
But those all right, Roseanne was on what, the Green Party?
Oh, yeah.
Gary Coleman had his own party. But they weren't really serious about it. This is the Republican nominee.
I thought for the longest time, this is him. He's getting press and he'll drop out. But boy, oh boy.
That was a very concerned boy, oh boy.
He was being interviewed and pressed with questions on The Intrepid last night by Matt Lauer. This is serious.
Oh, yeah. I think this is the most ridiculous election we've had. Is there either one that you're really looking at going, I want them?
Listen, I always say, and I've always said this, I go the way Gilbert goes.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
So I'm waiting for you to officially endorse somebody, and then I make my decision. I've always said that, right?
You have always said that.
Every
I'm
election I say that,
Gilbert
guys.
Gottfried, and I approve this message.
Yeah. We heard he was coming to town. He said it's almost November. You better get him in here.
Yeah, he said, for the past year and a half, you've said, go with Gilbert.
Go with Gilbert.
Well, he's going still with Gary Coleman. God rest his soul.
I'm going with, what's his name? Who's the other guy? Todd Bridges.
Oh, God. Is he running? He may actually
That's a
be running.
solid choice.
Yeah.
He may actually be running. No, because I've heard a lot of these Apprentice guys, past contestants, come out and just trash Trump.
Oh,
But you're saying that you really
No,
didn't have much
my
interaction.
dealings with him were fine.
How long were you on the show for?
I think I was there for about an hour. I failed miserably.
I looked third. He was
you were on
fired third.
Yeah.
So who else was he on with? He was on.
It was
Seeing if you forgot anybody.
the winner of that season was
Geraldo?
Nope, Lisa Gibbons.
Lisa Gibbons.
Oh, yeah.
When someone else got fired before me, I was in awe.
Let's see.
How could
Before
I
him
not-
was Keisha Knight Pullum
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
and Kevin Jonas.
Oh, one of the Jonas brothers?
Oh, yes.
You guys were mistaken for each other a lot.
Keisha Knight Pulliam, one of
Yep.
the Cosby kids.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Gilbert, and then it was Jamie Anderson,
I don't know who that is.
Terrell
first names.
Owens, Sean Johnson,
Oh, the gymnast. Okay.
yep, Lorenzo Lamas, Sig Hansen,
Oh, that's the Deadliest Catch guy.
Kate Goslin,
Oh, Kate Goslin, huh?
yep, Kenya Moore,
I don't know who that is.
Ian Ziering, Johnny Damon,
first names.
The baseball player. Okay.
Brandy Glanville from
know who that
Real
is.
Housewives.
Okay.
And then Vivica A. Fox finished in third, Geraldo second, Lisa Gibbons in first.
Wow. It's pretty big season. Third. Out. Third. Bye-bye. Now, wouldn't you say Gilbert is probably one of the most one of the voices that people try to impersonate the most?
Oh yeah, easily.
Terribly.
Absolutely.
Does that bother you?
My favorite. I've had a bunch of people impersonate me. Well, aside from the guy who's
I mean, you have an iconic voice.
the
I mean, that's-
replacement duck.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was the one who won when they were looking for the different voice of the duck on Apple.
it's just a bad impression of you.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
But my second favorite impression was years ago when he wasn't known for what he's known for now. Years ago, I was at some party and O.J. Simpson recognized me and did an imitation of me.
Actually, he is known for that. It's the murders and
yes.
He murders impersonations too.
Yes. He's like a Charles Manson / Rich Little.
A Rich Little reference. There you go.
See, I like
O.J. Simpson could do you?
I like to be contemporary.
Do you know who Rich Little is?
I do.
You do. Okay. John over there knows.
Yeah.
Comedian.
He did a great Reagan. Right? He was
Great,
his
lot of
big
people.
thing was Ronald.
And
He's still
Johnny
alive?
Carson too, right?
Oh, yeah, he
was a big Johnny Carson.
invented the Johnny Carson.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Everybody who does Johnny Carson is imitating Rich Little.
But I'm sure people run up to you and go, "Hey, you want to hear me do you?"
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, that's got to be annoying.
Whenever they say I do an imitation of you, I always go, well, I'll take your word for it.
That's fine. That's fine. The Affleck thing. I mean, that was really the big controversy.
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
Was there regret there?
Just regrets for losing the money, not for making jokes.
Well,
I mean,
the backstory is so the Japanese tsunami happens, and then you hop onto Twitter, and then you make these tsunami jokes because you're a comedian, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
You make people laugh, and people got butthurt, and there was a backlash, and I'm sure you were not expecting that.
No, not at all. And my favorite tweet that I got was somebody wrote, Affleck fires Gilbert Gottfried after discovering he's a comedian.
So true.
Do you remember what the jokes were?
I don't remember most of them, but I remember one was I was talking to my Japanese real estate agent. I said, "Is there a school in the area?" She said, "No, but there will be in 5 minutes."
Now, do you remember where you were? Do you remember where you were when you wrote that tweet?
I think I was in Philadelphia working a club. And then I rode back to New York. When I arrived in New York, I saw there was a whole...
So you had no idea. I mean, you're just probably on your cell phone.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Or on your computer. I'm just throwing this out there. Who cares?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you get to wherever you're going. You're like, holy crap! Oops.
And I found out through the internet. Yeah.
Like your agent didn't call you.
No, he didn't even know at that point.
And next thing you know, it's
I have no choice.
Flashback.
you're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a nice paycheck. I mean, what'd you have to do for that job? Just go in and just
Oh, yes. Yeah.
be in front of a
But
microphone.
occasionally I'd mess up the line.
Would they take all the half hour?
Oh, no, they used to do much longer than that. I guess they figured since they're paying you, they got...
They have you for a certain amount of time. Might as well get their money's worth out of it. So there was that, and then, that was after the 9/11 thing, the roast of Hugh Hefner, which also definitely made some waves.
Oh, yeah.
And we were trying to watch that yesterday, but the footage of you...
Oh, they edited out
They edited
the TV
it out.
version.
All right, so, Jeff, regale us just of the story.
Of what he said? Or is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so the roast is going on. It's the roast of Hugh Hefner. You're on the dais. It's your turn to give your thing. And then you made a 9/11 joke. It was 3 weeks after 9/11 happened.
And and so it was a real tension in the room. And so I said, I have to leave early tonight. I have to catch a flight to L.A. I couldn't get a direct flight. We have to make a stop at the Empire State Building.
Ooh, boy.
3 weeks after 9/11, mind you.
They were booing and hissing. And, I mean, no one's ever lost an audience bigger than I lost that audience. And
I mean, they just said it was an epic bomb. Like,
Yeah.
that joke went over like a lead balloon.
it felt like after that joke, I was on stage for 200 years. That's what it felt like. And people were getting up from their chairs. And then I figured there's nowhere lower to go, and I start doing the aristocrats joke.
Amazing just to think of doing that.
Yeah, and then they're laughing and cheering and
And you got him back.
yeah, and it's like, so terrorist joke, bad taste, incest and bestiality. Good.
It's okay. Now, what did the other comedians that were up on the dais that night, what did they say to you afterwards? Were they like, oh my God, the balls to say that?
Oh,
Or, oh my
yeah.
God, I would have never
Yeah.
said that? Or what?
Yeah, and one reporter said it was like a mass tracheotomy on the crowd.
Well, but they said your aristocrats joke and your timing on that was one of the greatest comedic moments of all time. You doing that.
Oh, yeah.
What made you even think of doing that? Just I'm just going to throw. I have my time up here. I'm just
Yeah.
going to throw it out.
Yeah, basically that. I thought, might as well lose them even more.
And it went over like gangbusters. It was crazy.
It was so strange.
Hey guys, please go see Gilbert Gottfried at the Helium Comedy Club. He's got a show tonight. He's got a couple shows tomorrow. He's got a couple shows on Saturday. I got to ask you this one question.
Oh, wait. And also, I have a podcast.
Oh, yeah, podcast.
Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast. You could subscribe on iTunes.
I listened to you talk to the Impractical Joker guys.
I was just going to say,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
you just did
they're
with
on
Sal
this
and Q, yeah.
And that was like number 3 on iTunes.
Yeah. And we also spoke to Dick Van Dyke. I mean, because I like to get people from old Hollywood a lot.
Yeah, I'm
And-
sure you guys like to spin a yarn, right?
Yeah.
Spin a yarn or two.
And 2 of the original Catwomen.
All right. Why is it that all comedians now want to have podcasts and want to be on the radio? That's what I see. Every comedian that comes in here has a podcast now.
See, I don't know. I never really wanted a podcast. People are saying you should start your own podcast, so I started one, but I, quite frankly, don't even understand it. And I kind of feel like when I'm doing it was kind of like when blogs were the big thing.
Okay, so
Like,
we're
you
going to
should-
sit down and write.
Yes, you'll have your own blog. And I started my own blog. I made about 6 of them, maybe. And then I thought, any 2-year-old's blog is about as good as this.
You're like,
And a
why am I wasting my
2-year-old, I
time?
could use their toys afterwards. But that's...
And we're back. And here we are.
As long as it has their smell still on them. we're good.
yeah. Well, that increases the value.
So if they stick you in front of a microphone and they go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So listen to his podcast if you would on iTunes, of course, after this show. But speaking of radio and stuff, I want to ask you why you're not on the Howard Stern show anymore.
I don't know. I think that whole show's changed. Isn't he on like once a month?
I think
now or
so.
Yeah.
I think so. But you were a classic guest. I'm
Oh,
a big
yeah.
Stern show fan.
And now I think he's kind of become like Barbara Walters.
Where it's like A-list
Yes.
celebrities.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And, the hard-hitting, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be
Yeah.
kind of interviews.
I think the wrestling lesbians part of the show is pretty much gone.
That's finished?
Yeah.
So you were thrown out with the wrestling lesbian?
Yeah.
So,
Lucky you.
a couple people have asked, so there was no specific incident? Like
No,
somebody's saying there's
no.
something with the cupcakes and...
No, there were. I mean, they'd have cupcakes up there, and that I used to open up and spit and. But that's something. That's something everyone does.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Like-
Yeah, that's been
like
weighing
that's
on me.
a bad thing.
Because I would love your guest spots on Stern Show, and I would look forward to
yeah,
you being
those
on
were
there.
fun for years. But I think a lot of people aren't back on this show.
No, listen, now I got closure from the man himself, Mr. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. This is like losing a loved one. Now I've got closure.
By the way, they have cupcakes. We have nothing for
Yeah.
you. So you can buy something from our vending machine if that's what you want. We don't have any change or anything, but go see him at Helium this weekend, Mr. Gilbert Gottfried. Everybody, all right? Show tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, 2 shows on Saturday, and listen to his podcast. Thank you.
Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast.
That's it.